What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be removing the timing chain on my Evo 10. But before we can do that, we'll have to jack up the car. Not trying to steal Mighty Car Mod's sayings here, but it's very important that you put jack stands anytime you're working on your car. I unfortunately had to remove my door so I can use my jack. During this whole process, you will see me remove a ton of stuff just so I can get to the timing chain cover. All of this stuff is in the way. It will make your life easier. Next, we are going to remove all of the spark plugs so we can actually rotate the crank and get the crank to top dead center. But when I removed the spark plugs, I noticed that they were a bit rusty, so it's a bit concerning. I'll have to figure out why that's the case.
Alright, so a fun little trick I like to do to find top dead center. By the way, the top dead center on this engine is 1 and 4, is to just use a dipstick. Stick it right where the spark plug would be and keep rotating the crank until it gets to the top, and then verify with the timing marks. So in this case, the timing marks, it's going to be hard to see because there's a bunch of stuff still in the way, but the timing marks are lined up. There, I noticed that that little copper piece on the timing chain is lined up where it's supposed to be, and then this one's going to be hard to tell, but if you see that little yellow line right there, it's lined up with the other one. So luckily it didn't skip any timing, which is really nice. So before I even remove anything, I want it to be in top dead center. That way I don't have to rotate anything when I put the new chain on. So that's a nice little tip for you. All right, the next thing we got to do is remove all of this stuff so I can remove that timing cover and get this freaking process going.
Anything that is in the way of you removing the timing chain cover and the engine mount needs to come out. So that includes the reservoirs, that includes any brackets, anything like that, in order for you to reach all of the bolts necessary to remove the timing chain cover.
So here's a quick tip that I learned as I'm doing this. The water pump pulley has to come out, but for those 3 little bolts, if you can see it from right here, to come out, the serpentine belt needs to be on. Otherwise, you're going to have a really bad time trying to get it undone. So I ended up putting the serpentine belt back on, and it was so much easier. And now all of the pulleys and idler pulleys and all this stuff needs to come off for the timing cover to come off, and then the chain can come off. So not too bad. right, success. Cover is completely off. That was kind of a really big pain in the butt, not gonna lie to you guys. It took me at least an hour and a half to do that. Quick note, you know, everything has to come off, right? All the pulleys, the tensioner, all that stuff has to come out. Just remember that the tensioner bolt is actually reverse thread, so you'll be going the opposite way to take it out. But yeah, this is all the stuff I had to remove just to get the timing cover off. But you guys want to see something that's really not good? Let me show you. So if you look right here, look at this. Look at this gap. So it's not supposed to, look at this. This is insane. It's not supposed to be like this at all. It's on the timing mark, right? There's the right, whatever. There's the right link right there, and there's a mark. But dude, how the heck is it this loose in here? Like, did the tensioner fail? Like, did the guide fail? Like, I have no idea. But this is not good. That's incredible. I'm surprised I didn't skip any teeth, man. This was about to go. This stretched a lot more than it should have. I'm sticking my finger in between. Look at this. Look at all that space. I can stick my finger between the guide and the chain. Oh, this is not good. I could probably pull this thing out without taking anything off. So the tensioner failed. I was able to squeeze this in without any help or assistance. I can do it by hand. And so that's why it was super loose. But yeah, this thing failed me. No bueno. So we're gonna go ahead and just pop it off. There it is. All right, so there it is. There is the chain. So this old freaking chain may have failed. I'm not sure, but definitely the tensioner failed pretty bad. So yeah, so since everything is out, of course, I'm obviously going to change everything out to the new version of these anyways. So the new version is a lot more reinforced, so I shouldn't have a problem with this stretching in the future. But with something like this failing is very concerning to me. So this is something you'll have to keep an eye on if you own one of these cars or any car that has a tensioner for timing belt or timing chain. Like, these are things that just wear, you know, so make sure you're checking all your stuff. So, you know, if you own a car with a timing chain, just like take the valve cover off and see if it's something that is loose, because as you guys noticed earlier on, that chain was loose at the top. As soon as I took off the timing cover, it was almost completely off the crank pulley. So like, it was just unbelievable. I'm so in shock right now. Like, I'm just blown away that the engine didn't explode. So I went ahead and ordered
overnight parts from Japan.
So it's gonna take a little bit longer. It's actually not really overnight. So the next video of this car will be me putting the new timing chain back on and starting the car up and everything. So make sure you guys are subscribed to that. And hopefully it won't take too long. Hopefully it's less than a couple weeks, but we'll see. Oh my God. That's just, oh, all right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.